Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Browns going up against the Jets.
And yes, Larry, White Stuff is on the ground and in the air. 3 inches fell overnight, and we expect more as this game wears on. Should be interesting here at MetLife Stadium, just outside of New York City. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing on first down. David, and his first pass is incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver, and it's second down. So not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and if he gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Now he'll escape to his left, and that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's third down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Operating from the gun. David looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. They go play action here on first down. On the move to his left. And that's incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. To throw again. David. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Perry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. A first carry for Samaje Perine. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Second and goal to go now. They'll go to Perine, trying to pound it in. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And Myers able to knock it through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Second down following the run. From the gun, Kaiser. Going up top. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
After the penalty, it's Crowell. He's got the first down and more past the 40. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On the counter, it's Crowell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And that'll be incomplete. Isaiah Crowell, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. On 3rd down, Kaiser. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Muhammad Wilkerson able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Back out of that Philly. Go. All right, here we go.
To throw on 2nd down, David being chased out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, David. Going to throw right side here, complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And here's the punter, Matt Darr, to kick this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The slot man in motion right. They begin with a run by Crowell. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Now a 2nd down throw for Kizer. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Kizer from the gun on 3rd. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They take over 1st and 10 following the interception. And a great spot to start this drive from here. On 1st and 10. David dancing to his left. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. Now, that play is able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Setting up the screen to Pirine. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second down, Kaiser. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so you can...
Kaiser hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually field or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Now Pirine. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another 1st down with that run.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a carry for Pirine. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, David. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. You have to figure with a rookie quarterback out there, you have to live with some of these mistakes, except they're going to happen. This one, though, that hurts. You're losing in this game.
And that's what you tell him. You know, that's what you drill on in practice. That's what you work on throughout time. Look, take care of the football, and then we'll let your talents come out. Don't try and force things, and then we end up with big plays like that end up hurting us.
This is taken at his 4. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 24-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Looking to throw. David. It's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, David. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Matt Darr now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets it away, and it's a laser. Headed for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Going underneath for Crowell. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout.
Let's go!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Kaiser. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. A second down throw now for Kizer. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Browns on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough third down. From the shotgun, it's Kizer. He finds Coleman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. A first down carry now for Crowell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They keep it with Crowell on first. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. They hustle to the line offensively. Kizer urging them to move faster. To throw is Kizer. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Browns on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. The final shot before break. David. He sets to fire deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. The handoff running left, Crowell. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They'll run it again with Crowell. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two, because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result.
Here we go.
On play action, Kaiser eluding the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Now a handoff to Crowell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Shift together here from the D-line. Again, it's Crowell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Isaiah Crowell taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. Operating from the gun, David. Steps away to his left. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Back to throw. David looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Watch it now, Barney.
Looking to throw on second down. David being chased out left. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Here's Perine. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He's going to air one out. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here's a give to Crowell. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Come on, let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38. Black round. Black round. Ohio. Ohio. Let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Kaiser, he's going to float this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. This is Crowell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Here we go. Brad 38. Ohio. Ohio. Let's go.
Running left is Crowell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Crowell. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Let's go. Brad 38.
They'll try to throw here. Kaiser. A little dump off for Crowell. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
They'll run with Crowell. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Samaje Perine, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Off the play fake. David buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Looking to throw. David. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jets. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of see the...
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now he's forced out. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back. But it will be a loss on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Throwing on 3rd and long. David. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. On 3rd, here's an option play right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to go for it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick-sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick-sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. Off-play action. David. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for the Jets. 42 yards. On first down, David. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll run it here with Pirine. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, They talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
All right, here we go. Leopard!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this...
He's got it at the 15. And all the way down to the 9. And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. On the run, it's Crowell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll give Crowell another crack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.